On the edge of a small village stood an ancient baobab tree. Its thick trunk was etched with patterns resembling faces, and its branches stretched toward the heavens. The villagers believed it held the wisdom of their ancestors but feared its towering presence. Only one person dared approach the tree, an old woman named Nyara. She had lived long and seen much, earning a reputation as the village's keeper of stories. Every evening, she sat beneath the baobab, weaving tales for children and adults alike. One year, the rains failed, and the crops withered. Hunger and despair spread like wildfire. The villagers gathered, desperate for solutions, but arguments erupted over what to do. "We need guidance," one elder said. "Nyara must seek wisdom from the baobab." The villagers turned to her, pleading. Though hesitant, Nyara agreed, for the baobab had never spoken to anyone before. Nyara approached the tree at dawn, carrying nothing but her courage. She laid her hand on the rough bark and whispered, "Great baobab, our people suffer. Share your wisdom with us." 4 hours. Nothing happened. Just as she began to despair, a low hum resonated through the air. A deep voice rumbled, "To gain wisdom, one must first give. Bring me a gift that carries the essence of life." Nyara relayed the baobab's words to the villagers. They argued about what gift could carry the essence of life. "Water," some shouted. "Seeds," cried others. Finally, they settled on a jug of their last fresh water, symbolizing survival. With heavy hearts, they entrusted it to Nyara to offer to the baobab. Nyara poured the water at the tree's roots. The baobab's voice returned, soft but firm. "You have given what is essential to live, yet survival is not enough. Bring me the essence of hope." Confused, Nyara returned to the village. "What is the essence of hope?" she asked. The people were puzzled but determined to find the answer. As adults debated, a young girl named Helen approached Nyara. She held a small, vibrant flower growing in a crack near her home. "This flower grew even when everything else died," Helen said. "Isn't that hope?" Nyara smiled and brought the flower to the baobab. The tree accepted it, its leaves rustling as if in approval. "Now, bring me the essence of unity," it instructed. The villagers struggled with the next task. Unity had been scarce during their crisis. Old feuds resurfaced, and many refused to cooperate. Nyara realized the baobab was testing them, pushing them to mend their divisions. She urged the village to come together for the sake of their survival. After much discussion, the villagers decided to work together to weave a large mat, a symbol of their shared efforts and lives. Each person contributed threads from their homes. When Nyara laid the mat before the tree, its branches seemed to bow. "You have brought me unity. Now, bring me the essence of sacrifice," it said. Sacrifice was the hardest lesson. The villagers had so little left. Nyara offered her only goat, a precious source of milk. Inspired by her example, others contributed small but meaningful sacrifices, a handful of grain, a cherished trinket. Together, they created a humble offering and presented it to the baobab. The baobab's trunk shimmered faintly as it absorbed their sacrifices. "You have shown sacrifice, unity, and hope," it said. "These are the roots of wisdom. Now, for the final test, bring me the essence of courage." The villagers realized this challenge required no material gift. It was an inner journey. Days passed as the villagers hesitated. Fear paralyzed them. Nyara, too, struggled. She feared the unknown, the possibility of failure. Finally, Helen stepped forward once more. "We are afraid, but courage isn't the absence of fear. It's acting despite it." Her words inspired Nyara and others to approach the baobab. Together, the villagers stood before the tree. "We offer our courage," Nyara declared. "We vow to face our fears and challenges as one." The baobab's branches glowed, and its voice rang clear. "You have brought me the greatest gift of all, your resolve to change. Wisdom grows in hearts willing to act." The baobab released a rain of golden leaves, which dissolved into the ground. Almost instantly, new shoots sprouted, and the soil regained its richness. The drought began to ease as rain clouds gathered. The villagers cheered, their faith restored. They had earned not only the tree's blessing but also their unity. Nyara continued to tell stories under the baobab, but now, the villagers joined in. They shared lessons learned from their trials, ensuring the wisdom would not be forgotten. Helen grew into a wise leader, often reminding others of the courage it took to rebuild their village. Years later, the baobab still stood tall, its leaves vibrant and its roots strong. It became a symbol of the village's resilience, a reminder of the wisdom they had gained through struggle and unity. Visitors from distant lands came to hear their stories, and the villagers welcomed them with open arms, passing on the lessons of the baobab. Moral of the story: True wisdom is rooted in unity, hope, sacrifice, and courage. When people come together with open hearts, even the greatest challenges can be overcome.